We finally went through Kaiser Pass in the Sierra National Forest. You can get to Shaver Lake and Huntington Lake on a paved road, but if you try to go further, you need to use Kaiser Pass. My wife had always wanted to go here before we met, but she had a little tiny car and didn't feel safe. As a family, we decided to go together. There is some traffic in the area, meaning occasionally you'll see a car or a truck, so it's not completely excluded. But the road is in pretty good shape and it is well traveled by Edison employees. We did not drop by Huntington Lake this time, but rather continued up Kaiser Pass. For a while, the road is paved and comfortable. Suddenly, it gets narrower. It was sort of paved, but it got a little bit rougher, not too bad. But my wife was worried about driving through it because the road did get fairly narrow. On the way, there's a big space and a bathroom, and there seems to be a couple of trailheads, so you might park there and relax. Next to it, there's a meadow. There are many bugs, so we tried to head out pretty soon. In this area, there is no cell service, so Gaia GPS was really helpful. We can't talk about the detail because this was the first time that we used it, but Gaia's map had so much detail, even though Google Map and iPhone maps did not show anything. It was GPS, so it indicated where you are on the map, and you can record the route you used. Also, once you take pictures, they are reflected on the map. We highly recommend it. This is a gorgeous area with many beautiful scenes. On the way, there's a ranger station that seems to only be open during the weekend, so you might want to be careful. There's a campground as well. As we continued up, the road splits. First we headed to Lake Edison. The view is really great, but the road gets pretty rough. There are some really narrow areas, so be careful. There are a lot of pickups and trucks, some SUVs, but actually we did see a Prius, so probably most any car can get up there, so be prepared with water and supplies and go slow. We were surprised with Lake Edison. The water was very low compared with the map. There seemed to be a big difference. The sign was pretty funny. This is Vermilion Valley Resort. There's lodging, bathrooms, a restaurant, and a shop. We didn't order anything today, but everything looked good. After a long walk, a good juicy hamburger must be delicious. We decided to drop by Mono Hot Springs. We just bought some ice cream and sat down to relax. This place has real hot springs, but during the winter it's closed. So please check the website to make a reservation. Horses passed by. It was nice to see the animals. We decided to check Florence Lake as well. On the way up, there is Ward Lake. This lake is small, but it's very peaceful. There is a campground. This is National Forest, and even outside of the campground we saw people setting up camp around the road. If you can find your spot, that would be great. Finally, we got up to Florence Lake. The water level was high, and it was especially pretty. We got some information and jumped into the lake. It was cold, but very refreshing. We also got over to Jackass Meadow. aside, there were campers as well. It must be really fun to stay there. Kaiser Pass was really neat, and we will definitely be back.